Welcome back, first timers. But if you're new here, I'm David, and this is Terry.
And we're the first timers. We're trying things for the first time, and you can too.
In today's episode, we're camping again, but this time we're staying at Topsail Hill Preserve State Park in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida.
We're gonna give you a tour of the park and maybe the beach, see some sights around here.
Been here for a few minutes and we're already realizing that this is one of the nicest state parks that we've ever been to.
Yeah, it's very fancy.
There's a pool right in the middle. There's a gator-infested fishing pond.
Don't feed the alligators, kids.
Shuffleboard. And that's just what we've seen in the first few minutes.
I know they have cabins here. There's glamping tents. Now this is how I would tent camp.
There's hiking trails. There's a tram to the beach. You don't even have to walk. They also have a place, a coffee shop, and a place to rent bikes.
Golf carts.
Name it, paddle boards, kayaks,
Canoes.
This place is pretty awesome. You can also reserve beach chairs down here at the beach. You can actually book out sites 11 months in advance to come camp here, but that's not our style. So we booked about 5 days ago. There was one open site and it was a pull-through site, so we really lucked out.
Definitely. They said we got one of the best sites.
We'll show you that in a minute.
So we didn't get to choose our spot, but it is a really nice spot.
Yeah, we have spot number 26, and it's a pull-through site. It's right on the corner. It's close to where the new bathhouse is being built.
It's close to the laundry, close to the dumpster.
So if you don't like that,
then don't get the spot. Guess who came camping with us? Beauties.
This place thinks of everything. They got washers, dryers, parks for the kids. You could live here forever. So we're back on bikes again. And if you haven't seen our 38 bike tour video, I'll link that right here. Oh, I need that hand. The beach is 9/10 of a mile from the tram stop that we just left. So you can walk it, or you can ride bikes, or even catch the tram. We're taking the bikes just because we can. How you doing, Terry? There are multiple tram stops throughout the park, so depending on where your campsite is, there's probably one pretty close to where you're at. And the tram runs every 30 minutes at each one of the stops.
Bears, alligators, where the hell are we? I'm out of here.
There are a ton of little ponds and lakes in the state park, and it looks like you can fish in all of them as long as you have a fishing license. So just under a mile outside the campsite, over the dunes, across a pathway, is 3.2 miles of protected coastline.
Nice.
White sand beaches.
Beautiful water.
It's a little windy and choppy today, but there is a man-made seahorse-shaped reef just 720 feet off the beach where you can see all kinds of fish and wildlife. It's 3.2 miles of completely protected coastline. You can walk either direction, and the only people that are gonna have access to this are those that are staying at this campsite. One thing to note about this campsite is not all of the campsites come with fire pits. Fires are allowed, but you have to bring your own fire ring, like a solo fire pit. We didn't know that before we got here. We probably should have looked it up.
Yeah.
Because a big part of camping for us is just sitting by the fire and
just talking. And so there are communal fire pits sprinkled throughout the campground, but you know, you gotta go find it.
Talk to strangers, bring wood, make fire.
Make a new friend, maybe.
Yeah.
That's also a big part of camping, is making new friends.
One thing to note about this campsite is there are all these lakes around, but with the lakes come mosquitoes.
They are brutal.
We're getting schwacked with them. We got bug spray on and no match.
Yeah, they do not care.
So just be prepared for that.
It's day 2 of our camping adventure.
Like we said before, there's a lot of little lakes and ponds here at the state park. This one behind us is Campbell Lake, and there's another bigger one called Norris Lake. And there's a small one called No Name Lake that we went to. They're just all over the place, but with all the bodies of water here, you definitely got to be careful for alligators.
That's why we're out here. We're hunting alligator. We're not really hunting alligator. We're just trying to see one.
Fun fact, Morris and Campbell Lakes are 2 of the 5 rare coastal dune lakes here at Topsail Hill Preserve State Park. The other ones are Stallworth, Fuller, and No Name. I was wrong earlier when I said Morris Lake was bigger. Actually, Campbell Lake is bigger. But coastal dune lakes are very rare and are only found in Madagascar, Australia, New Zealand, Oregon, and then here in Walton County, Florida. Surprisingly, there are 15 coastal dune lakes here in Walton County. I know all this because the state park provides all the information you need right at these information stations. We just stumbled upon
A car show?
some type of 4-wheel drive car meet right here at the state park. It's pretty neat.
So random.
Wasn't that a pleasant surprise? Just happened to be a giant off-roading classic car show right at the state park. And that kind of goes to show you, there's always events going on down here. Even if you don't plan for something, they're everywhere.
You just stumble upon stuff.
All right, well, that's a wrap on our Topsail Hill Reserve State Park trip.
Had a blast.
It's a really cool campsite.
Yeah, it's really big.
It's one of the nicest state parks that we've ever been to, like we said before, but there's so many amenities. The location's amazing. You can get out to the beach, private beach.
There's a pool.
Oh my God.
There's a clubhouse, there's laundry, there's an amphitheater situation.
We would highly recommend it if you can get a spot.
And even if you can't, you can get one of the tents or one of the cabins.
We were last minute. We booked it a few days ago. So maybe if you just check the site right before you show up, you might get lucky also. Hope you follow along for the next time when we do something else new for the first time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First timers.
High five.